We're following several big breaking news stories this morning. Let's start with Houston Police Department on full alert. This comes after HPD Police Chief Art Acevedo says someone fired shots at their Southeast Division substation on MYKAWA. Investigators say a little after 12:45 this morning, officers reported hearing about 50 or 60 shots coming from just south of the substation from a wooded area. K-9 units and air support were called in to try and find the shooters, but they weren't successful. Investigators say they heard shots from what sounded like a rifle and pistols as well.
Definitely shooting at the direction of the station. Yes, to be able to hear the bullets that close. It's not clear if they were shooting at the officers or if they could even see the officers. They may have just been shooting in the direction of the station.
Thankfully, no one was hurt, and right now there doesn't appear to be any damage to the substation itself or any patrol vehicles.
And breaking now, an investigation underway in northwest Harris County where deputies say a 16-year-old was shot to death while walking down the street. ABC 13 reporter Micah Hatfield just spoke with investigators and has the very latest for us now. Good morning, Micah.
Hey, good morning, Jeff. We did just speak to investigators, and they told us that the 16-year-old was walking down the street with another 16-year-old just right here behind us. You can actually see where they were when those shots rang out because the victim's body is still here on the street on HACKAMORE Hollow Lane in North Harris County. Just a tragedy. We're told that by the sheriff's office that they're looking for a dark blue SUV. That's what the witness told deputies that the suspects were in. He said that there were at least 4 male suspects in the car. But what is throwing investigators for a loop is how these suspects were able to get into this neighborhood. This is right off of TC Jester and 1960 in North Harris County. Take a listen to what investigators told us.
The windows were down, but he just said they pulled up and there was a shot fired and the vehicle drove off. It's a gated community. Y'all saw how much trouble we had getting in, y'all had getting in, so hopefully we have some surveillance video here in the neighborhood.
And this happened around 3:25 this morning. Detectives are still working to identify the victim. We're told that he does not live here in the neighborhood, but the witness does. In North Harris County, Micah Hatfield, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
New this morning, a woman was hit and killed while trying to cross the West Loop after getting out of an Uber. Officials say that woman was dropped off near Westheimer right after 3 this morning and was hit not long after that. Investigators say the driver stopped at the next exit and called police. Police say possible charges are still being considered.
Updating breaking news we first brought to you last night at 10, a decomposing body found in a retention pond. The body was discovered around 7 o'clock last night by a fisherman on Gillespie and Greens Crossing in North Harris County.
No identification in his clothing. All we know is he was wearing black Nike tennis shoes, black sweatpants, and a white hoodie with red and blue sleeves. The one sleeve has vibes down the sleeve.
Investigators are hoping that the medical examiner's office will be able to identify the body.
New this morning, George Floyd's body is now safely back home here in Houston. HPD Police Chief Art Acevedo tweeted that Floyd and his family arrived at George Bush Airport overnight, courtesy of Delta. Starting tomorrow, thousands are expected to pay their respects at Floyd's funeral services. A public memorial at the Fountain of Praise Church will be held from noon until 6 p.m. The next day, Tuesday, June 9th, a private service will be held for Floyd. He'll then be buried at Houston Memorial Gardens in Pearland that same afternoon. ABC 13 is going to have live coverage of all the events on TV, our website, app, Roku, and Fire TV apps.
All right, and still watching Tropical Storm Cristobal. It's going to make landfall likely late today. State of emergency declared in Louisiana ahead of it, but it'll weaken pretty quickly. So, again, thankfully, this is not later in the season. Already firing storms over 500 miles to the east in Florida. The good news is, on the west side, pretty quiet. We'll see a few wraparound showers and thunderstorms. That's primarily it. They'll probably develop to our north and east today, tomorrow, Tuesday, each day, and we'll see that wrap down towards the south and west. High-res future track, the graph model, best one so far, brings in some scattered storms way far to our east, maybe Liberty Chambers counties, and then it tries to wrap in just a little bit further. So what I've done, I've increased chances today, tomorrow, Tuesday to 30%. Wednesday, hit and miss showers. We actually see a weak, rare front. Not going to do much for us, though. Hot over the next 4 days, and then lower 90s, but still humid as we head in towards the late week.
Thanks, Colin. Expect major slowdowns again today on the Southwest Freeway near the West Loop. That's just one of 2 major traffic alerts you need to know about this weekend. ABC 13 traffic anchor ELISSA RIVAS here with the solutions to the trouble spots.
There is a major closure of the Southwest Freeway this weekend right at the West Loop, both northbound and southbound until Monday morning at 5 a.m. So beware. Alternate routes are Richmond, Bissonnette, but the Katy Freeway may be a better route for you. Just beware. There is a ramp closure eastbound and westbound off the Katy Freeway to the southbound lanes of the West Loop. So this is not a great route to get you into the Galleria area, but the Katy Freeway will get you across into downtown.